The first speaker is Greg Hubert, followed by Carl Van Drill.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I'm here tonight for two reasons. First is to let you know of my plan to give public comments on a regular basis with respect to IMEA board meetings. I've continued to share IMEA board meeting highlights and slides with Nest, and now I feel that it's an important time to share directly with you and the public as we move much closer to that early IMEA contract renewal decision. My second reason is to follow up on my email request to withhold our Naperville support for the IMEA Sustainability Plan. It's on the IMEA agenda to be approved at this Thursday's IMEA board meeting. From my perspective, this IMEA Sustainability Plan reveals little to reduce the growing risk of our coal-fired generation from Prairie State and Trimble County until the 2035-2038 timeframe at the earliest. Other than very limited carbon capture information, we received no public information on goals, plans, and priorities at Prairie State and Trimble County that would demonstrate a commitment to decarbonization. In light of all the financial incentives offered through the clean energy provisions of the Inflation Reduction Act, we should expect that they are considering many alternatives. But this sustainability plan seems to suggest they are not. And finally, our IMEA's power supply percentage of coal-fired energy is now almost 80%. The proposed 130 megawatts of additional solar by 2025-2026 may add roughly another 10% of clean energy to the power supply portfolio. And that matches what IMEA told Naperville back in December 2019. That only half of the Vistra replacement would be renewables. Beyond that, until that coal-fired generation is reduced and we see publicly quantified plans and commitments, we should all have doubts of any further clean energy progress. Please, I urge you not to give our Naperville support for this IMEA sustainability plan. Thank you. And I will email you a copy of my comments, but I also want to say I will add in that my thanks and appreciation to our electric director and all his continued work. Thank you again.
Thank you. Next speaker.
The next speaker is Carl Van Drill, followed by Bradley Kolar.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carl Van Drill. I'm representing the opinions of Nest with today's 3 Minutes with Nest segment. I also want to comment on the proposed IMEA sustainability plan that will be voted on later this week at the IMEA board meeting. Brian Groth shared IMEA's proposed sustainability plan with Nest when it became available, as did he with each of you. We were excited to receive the plan. We hope to see the emergence of a comprehensive, timely, clean energy transition plan by IMEA. The Nest Energy Committee provided our comments to Brian. There are definitely positive elements to the plan, but overall, we were disappointed to see an energy plan still dominated by coal power well into the next 2 decades. In 2035, IMEA's debt on their coal power generating assets will be retired. This opens the door for other options, which we didn't see in the plan. IME will continue to provide a coal-dominated energy portfolio. While the plan does include some incremental improvements to IMEA's clean energy mix and energy-saving incentives, the absence of targets to reduce coal generation above what law already requires dominates. Our initial excitement has been somewhat smothered. Brian Groth has been a good partner with Nest, hearing our concerns, trying to incorporate them, and educating us. Thank you. He has also been a catalyst within IMEA to incorporate clean energy into their planning. Thank you. Despite his efforts, though, we believe Brian should withhold Naperville's support of this version of the proposed plan in favor of one that addresses our concerns at this week's IMEA board meeting. It's an opportunity for Naperville to declare what's important for our future. I don't particularly like doing this. It's not in my nature. But I do it so that my 3 children and 5 grandchildren and all those in future generations might have a better chance at a blessed life like I have. There's an old proverb that motivates me. Blessed are those who plant trees under whose shade they will never sit. Naperville has the ability to do just that. Thank you.
Thank you.